Okay, so for Meghan and Harry fans, Sussex squatties, etc., I think I just saw on my cell phone that Meghan and Harry are in Jamaica. So I got up immediately. Well, I'm still in bed really, but I sat up. I was like, what? What? They're in Jamaica for the premiere of Bob Marley's, the movie about Bob Marley, One Love. And they were photographed with the Prime Minister and his wife. So that's a nice surprise. I didn't hear anything in the press about them flying to Jamaica. Are you kidding me? How come the press didn't know about it? The last I saw in the press about them was that Harry, oh yeah, so Harry was awarded or honored at an aviation event by, hosted by John Travolta the other day. He was given an award for his work in aviation, and um, I think there was some focus by the British media on where he sat. Apparently the table he sat was placed at was proof that marrying Meghan had destroyed his life and that he had become sort of this. Yeah, this is the one I saw where apparently he was basically slumming because his table was at the back and this was all Meghan's fault because according to some of these tweets, um, Meghan was clearly wrong for the role and she was wrong for the royal family and it's her fault that Harry is now diminished at this. Lord have mercy. Harry's now diminished. All these fights. Oh my God. Stop everyone. Stop everyone. So, um, so there was that, right? And so I'm like, oh wow, So I was quite stunned to wake up this morning and see, I'm trying to find it. Like you see how I'm going and going. I only found one picture of it. And they made an appearance in Jamaica. Jamaica, people, Jamaica. Warm weather, beautiful beaches. I mean, one love, Irie man, Irie man, Irie man. Everything Irie man. I've lost my accent. Oh my God, I can't get my accent back. I want my accent. Um, how do you say? It's Irie man. I can get my accent in the right context if I'm around the right people, but typically I can't find my Caribbean accent. I just can't find it. I can't get it into my voice. Uh, Although I think my accent is kind of like a mixture of many different things. But at this point, where the heck is it, honestly? Where is it? For Christ's sakes. Um, so yeah, where are the other Meghan and Harry in Jamaica things? Honestly, I saw so many of them this morning. Now it's just all this crap. Well, anyway, for Sussex squatties, they are here. They are. They are in Jamaica, and Megan is looking like a duchess, frankly. And I mean, again, I'm not a monarchist. I'm not a this. I'm not a that. But the monarchy exists. These titles exist, and so you go with it. And for what it is, she looks like it to me. She is a duchess. She is an absolute duchess. And with everything that has happened, everything they have been through, and she can still maintain that posture, that poise, that just beautiful elegance. I mean, to be looking like this after everything. this is a Duchess, you see. And it's probably past life, you know. I mean, whoever she was in her past life, you know, I'm starting to believe we pick up where we left off in our past lives, you see. So that's why it's important in each life to do your maximum so that when you come back, if you have to come back, you pick up where you left off and it's a high point because this woman was clearly born who she was born. You know, she is who she is. And that is a very elegant, graceful, and gracious woman, honestly. And her husband is not too shabby either. Okay. So there you go. And they knew each other in a past life. And that's why they found each other in this life and they want to be together. I mean, look, I understand that in this life, the way she's packaged does not conform to the brand, the British royal family's brand. I mean, they have a brand, it's very, very specific, and the type of people who are dukes and duchesses and who can come into the family are very, very specific. There's no question that she's off brand in that way. She does not conform to what the brand has stood for nearly 1,000 years, right? And people get upset. And look, I understand it. You have, this prince and his family who have been worshipped by the British people all his life. The least he could have done was, find one of these women, the daughters of one of these women, and marry her and make her the princess or the duchess, right? How hard was that? Just get a British woman. Obviously, she's going to look a certain way, and you get married and have babies, and we're happy, and we'll worship you and her and the baby, and that's it. And the prettier she is, so that we can look at her with our eye candy and feel whatever we want to feel like the way we felt with your mother, the better. And so he goes and he brings in a woman who is not British. She is not, you know, fully the right color scheme. She's definitely not British. And, and she has her own mind. She's not a baby. She cannot be molded. She's already formed, so they can't really have any fun with her in a traditional way. They have their fun in unorthodox ways by tormenting her. But she stood up to all of that and she maintained her regal posture through all of that. And I mean, look, my hat is off to her and my hat is off to Harry. And it's so beautiful that they went to this premiere in Jamaica. Nobody saw that coming because wasn't there some event recently, the Golden Globes or something happened recently, didn't it? I'm not keeping up, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what's going on outside of my little life of like Paris and like cooking my ridiculous things and just being in my life at the moment. That's really been my focus. I have no idea, but I believe I heard that the Golden Globes occurred recently. Is that correct? And neither Harry nor Meghan showed up, and so that was like a thing in the media for the British press and others on Twitter and so on, that I guess they were not invited or they were snubbed. I have no idea, right? And then Harry went to this event with the Aviation Award with John Travolta, and Meghan was not there because apparently one of their children was under the weather. So that was a whole other thing about where Harry was sitting, the fact he was slumming, Meghan destroyed his life. Oh my gosh. So, I wasn't like the very last thing I was thinking about was them being in Jamaica or anywhere at all, frankly, and looking this ravishing and radiant and beautiful and elegant and just lovely. And so here they are. Here they are. So what is the press going to say about it? I guess this just happened last night. So they're still percolating. They probably, some of them haven't heard about it yet. And once they get wind of it, Lord have mercy, I can't even imagine the things they're saying. A lot of the things now, I don't even click on anything. As I'm scrolling through Twitter, I just keep moving till I see something that looks like it might be normal. I don't let all of that into my mind all the time anymore. I don't focus every day on this because I just think it's so unhealthy. And I want to try to focus on more positive things than negative things for this year. I'm trying, and yes, but so there's the Duke and the Duchess. So beautiful, still standing, one love. How is that song again? Let me see. One love, let's get together and feel alright. Is that the one? Bob Marley, the legend, Bob Marley. Well, anyway, my darlings, that's it for this one. Now, here's the thing. Where do nothing is now filing my Harry and Meghan content in the middle of all my Paris gook. And it is gook. I know it's gook. Is now a challenge. Now, where can I throw this up? I have to create maybe something that says Harry and Meghan updates. Yeah, like a new playlist, Harry and Meghan updates, and just throw it up, like, because everyone knows that my site was originally about Harry and Meghan, and then I segued to focusing more on Paris after things settled with them, and also because I just didn't want to be a counterpoint for these very unwell people who, just are not well. And so I segued, and so now the site is now about Paris, and I'm like, okay, where do I put my Harry and Meghan content? I think I'm gonna make a new playlist that says Harry and Meghan updates, and whenever there's something, I just put it there. But anyway, that's it for this one with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Meghan and Harry. So see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.